Hey guys, this is going to be a Root of Nightmares raid guide. It's a really cool looking raid. The design is super cool. It's kind of like a dungeon though. It's not like the hardest raid, but still super cool and it's really fun to do. So here's a short guide on how to figure it out. So first we start off in the main room. It's kind of cool. It's actually really cool looking. You just run through this. Don't really need to do much here. There's just some ads you gotta kill. But you're gonna run through here. You're gonna keep running up these hills, and then once you get out of this area, you're gonna be in the first room or area to start fighting. Alright, so this first room, it's kind of complicated, but it's not too bad. You're gonna have one runner stand on these platforms, and you're gonna connect them to these other platforms, kind of like a chain link. The runner's going to go back and forth. You really only need one runner, and the rest of the people are going to do ag clearing. At the same time as ag clearing, there's going to be scions that pop up, and they're going to be in bubbles. You have to run up and melee them, and meleeing them spawns the tormentors. You have to kill those tormentors, and it's all on a timer, and I'll explain that timer in a second. So here, there's also going to be some unstoppable champions. You just have somebody that can stun those. For the tormentor, you're going to want to shoot their shoulders first to break their armor. They're going to be knocked, blah, blah, blah. And then you just kill them. Try to kill them within the time limit. So every single time that you kill one of them, you're going to get this thing called Sweeping Terror. And Sweeping Terror, you have to have the timer on to stay alive. If the timer runs out, you die. One thing my group did that was pretty helpful is they would call out where the Tormentor is. So if it's on the right side, you call Tormentor right, Tormentor left, Tormentor up, middle, all of the call outs for where they're going to be. It just makes it easier for everybody else to go kill them, so we get another timer reset. Also, by the way, this is what the scions look like. Just run up, stab them, punch them, whatever you gotta do. Just get them dead, because that spawns the tormentor, and that makes it so you can get your timer to reset again. So yeah, that's kind of all this room is. You just kind of repeat, rinse, repeat, do the same thing over and over while your runner gets all the chain links connected. Yeah, so it took us a couple of tries, because we kept getting killed by the tormentor. Like, I just got pushed off the edge here, and yeah, just some other stuff that would just like kill us. We just mess up, whatever. It'll take you a few tries, that's alright. Just keep going, you'll get it. It's not too bad. Alright, so once you finish that, you run over here. There's a chest to grab stuff. I'm pretty sure I got the helmet out of this one. It's a pretty cool looking helmet. I have the hunter character, so the cape on the hunter is actually really cool. I'll pop up a picture of that right now. But yeah, just grab that chest, and then if you don't grab it, it's alright. It'll be in the postmaster. One weapon I really suggest for this is the Osteostriga. That's what I'm using right now. And it does poison effect after time. You just have to shoot them for a certain amount of time, and then it gets a poison effect. And if you use the weapon and you level it up enough, you can get the catalyst for it. And the catalyst makes the clip get overloaded, which makes it have a huge mag. You'll see it a couple times in this playthrough, but it's super nice. I highly recommend it. It's super easy to get, but I'll still make a tutorial video here soon on how to get it, just to help you guys out. So after that, you're going to want to run through this little area. It's super cool looking. I can't say enough how nice this raid looks. I've played a bunch of other ones. These have got to be the best looking so far. And once you get to this area, it's really simple. My friend died here, but you just gotta stand against these platforms and shoot this little crystal, and it'll launch you across. Sometimes it'll mess up if you have higher FPS on the PC. It is meant for like 30 FPS. It's a weird glitch, I don't know, but if it launches you, I recommend just alt tabbing when you go in the air, because that'll fix it for you, or you can just go into the settings and put the FPS down there. Either way, it'll work. I didn't run into any issues, so hopefully you guys don't either, but yeah. So after that, you're gonna run across these routes. Really cool looking, but yeah, just short little running area. Gonna run through here, kill some ads, yeah. In that room right up ahead, you just gotta jump up these little platforms. Pretty easy to do. I didn't have any trouble with it. Neither did my friends, and they all had like warlocks, titans, so should be pretty simple. You're just gonna keep running across here. So just run through here. There's going to be a couple ads you got to kill. Nothing that hard. Pretty easy to kill most of them. You're going to hop on this little booster pad, keep running, and in this room up ahead, there's going to be a secret chest. And to get it, instead of going left here, go right. We're going to run through here, blah, 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 and grab the chest. And, with my luck, I got another helmet, because, of course, why would I get anything different? Anyway, you're going to keep running through here, and then shortly after that, you're going to be at the next spot for the next fight in the next encounter. Once you're here, there's going to be a path left and a path right. We decided to split up into threes. I think it's much better. Each side's going to need one runner. The runner's going to do what he did in the first room. He's going to connect all the dots. They're going to have to go left to right. They're just going to bounce back and forth and swap out, keep hitting all those plates and all those chain links. And then the other two people on each side are going to do ad control. They're just going to be killing all the ads. And every now and then, unstoppable champions are going to spawn. Or, I'm not sure what they are, but you need a buff to get them. So in total, you have like a minute and 30 seconds to finish it. As you can see here, I tried to shoot him. He's immune. You gotta stand in these little areas, and as your runners run by, if you're standing in that circle while your runner ignites it, you'll get the buff to kill him. So that's how you get him. Not too bad, pretty easy. So once you finish that first room, you're gonna hop on these little platforms and shoot the crystal to launch to the second one. Recommend 3 people at a time, not 4. You get launched off. But you're gonna shoot yourself up to that second floor, and then you're gonna do the same thing you did on the bottom floor. It's just rinse, repeat, same thing. Also, if you mess up, die a lot, that's fine. We did too. We failed many times before we got it, but that's, it's still fun. Once your runner finishes doing that, you're going to have to kill these bosses on each side. There is a glitch on part of these though, and there's only one way we found to fix it. We actually got the glitch on this one. So what it is that you can't actually shoot your boss. It like glitches, makes it so you can't kill him. And the only solution for that is to put on the colony, which is the gun you get from the Parasite, the Witch Queen mission, and you got to shoot his feet. Our side didn't have to deal with it, but my friend's side did have to deal with it. So it's the only way to fix it. If you don't want to deal with that, or if you don't have the colony, you can just wipe. It's a pain. It's dumb, but it's just that's destiny for you. So then you're gonna launch up to the third and final floor. Here, guess what? You're gonna do the same thing you did on the first 2 floors, but yeah, just have the runners go around, hit their chain links. You're going to go around, kill everybody. And here you can see my Osteo Striga. I have 92 shots in the clip. The actual amount is supposed to be like 27, I think. That's why I'm saying this gun is super good, and that you kind of need to get that catalyst. It makes it so much better. You can see I'm just destroying everything here. But yeah, not too difficult. You just got to do the same thing 3 times pretty much, and then you're going to kill a final boss here. Once you kill that final boss, you're done. You did it. Pretty simple, and I got lucky this time. I actually got the chest plate. Woo! Alright, then you're gonna want to run through this little area over here, kind of like you're gonna run through the middle of the flower. I also gotta highly recommend you could do a little dance party on top of this rock before you continue. You gotta have somebody come connect these little chain links again. Pretty simple. But then you're gonna run over to this little like exit. It's kind of looking like a butthole, not gonna lie, but you're gonna run through that, and then it'll put you in the next little puzzle looking area. Alright, this is one of the hardest parts for me to learn. This was my first playthrough, but it wasn't too difficult. You're going to want to run into the little black orbs, shoot it, and then you run into a white orb and shoot it, and then you'll get Darkness's Refuge. In the middle of doing all this, there's going to be orange like waves that are coming at you. If you get hit by it when you don't have Darkness's Refuge, you die. So you got to run through there. Tons of ads. We didn't kill him. We probably should have. Probably would have made it easier, but we didn't. But you're going to want to run up to the top of this thing. I'm not actually sure what this does. My friend, the people I was playing with were talking something about how it opens a door. We didn't even use it. So maybe you guys can figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. But we actually just ran over to this door over here. Then you got to run through here. You got to do the same thing. Get that Darkness's Refuge. And then when you get up to here, you're going to want to go in this room. It's another secret chest. Be careful. You do have to keep the Darkness's Refuge here. They have little orbs here to get it though. So it's not too difficult. This is also just an example of like what you gotta do. Run, boom, boom, and then grab the chest. I got another chest plate because it's destiny. All right, then you're gonna run out of there again. Keep the buff the whole time. This is a long run. I didn't get it the first few tries, but we got it. And then you're gonna want to get all the way up through all these mountains and then get to the top of this hill. And then once you get to the top of this hill, you're gonna do even more running because this game just makes you run everywhere. But this time you don't have to go as far. You're just going to run up to this door. The door's going to be shut. It'll open in a bit though once everybody gets there. And then that's where you're going to start your next encounter. It's not too difficult. We actually got it done pretty quickly. It took us a couple tries. That's normal though. But let me explain that. So once you get into this pretty cool looking planet room, you're going to see all the planets above you. There's going to be platforms under 3 planets each. So on the left there's the blue one, black one, and like the tan one. You can stand on that plate and that's those 3. So there's going to be, and in the center you can see the white and the dark. Those are like it's like the white side and the dark side. So you're gonna have one person stand on each plate and then have 2 people in the center ad clearing just to keep everything okay. And then on your plate you're gonna have a Colossus spawn. You gotta kill that Colossus and you're gonna look above you. If you're on the left side, one of them is going to be the red like fire looking thing. And if you're on the right side, one of them is going to be the white. So basically you want to call out which one it is. To make it easier for us, we labeled it like L1, L2, L3, L4 for like left planet, and then R1, R2, R3, R4, blah, blah, blah for those planets, just to call it out easier. Once you figure out what those are, you're going to pick up the orb underneath the planet and then flip-flop it with the other side. So you're basically just like switching the orb to correspond with the correct color. So here's my Colossus. Try to kill him quickly. It doesn't matter. Try not to make him fall off the edge. I think that messes you up, but I'm not sure. So see how my planet right there went dark. I want to look at L1, that one right there. So I'm going to call that out to my teammate. He's going to call out his on his side. Then I'm going to come over here, grab that, and I'm going to run that all the way over to his side and plant that in the one that he called out to. Just so it's like I'm putting my white planet in his white planet, he's putting his dark planet in my dark planet, or vice versa, either way. Then you're going to need to do that a second time, except this time instead of calling out the planets and flip-flopping them, you're going to want to get your planet, the correct one, and then you're going to want to slam it down in the center that corresponds. There's going to be something that lights up in the center for the, like under the correct planet. You're going to want to plant it under that planet. So you see how the dark was in the center there? You're going to want to plant that dark under that dark center. Once you do that, have everybody group up, and there will be a damage phase. And there's going to be times where he becomes immune after you're doing damage to him, and you're going to want to run from the left plate to the right plate. You'll see that he's either bright or dark, and that's going to be the plate that you want to go to. So as you see here, we're shooting him. This is our first damage phase, and then boom, he's immune. And now the left plate, the white plate, is lighting up. So you got to go stand in that circle to be able to continue doing damage. So just blast him with everything you got. When it stops lighting up, see, boom, stop lighting up. When immune, the red is not lighting up. So you're going to want to run over to the red. Drop wells all the time just so you don't die. It's really helpful. So I definitely recommend having a warlock on your team. And then just blast them. Put as much damage into them as you can. If you're good enough, maybe you can one phase it. We were not that good. So if you guys can do it, awesome. And then basically just rinse, repeat. Do the same thing. Once you tick them down to that like one little like 1/8 bar, that's the final stand. You're going to go hop in a well just so you don't die. Grab as much heavy ammo as you can. See, I was out, so I wanted to go grab this heavy. And then once he stops being immune, put everything into him, kill him, and then you're done with that encounter. And then go and grab your loot. I think I actually got really lucky here. Yeah, I got the AR. It's such a good AR. It also looks really cool. Look at this thing. It looks super cool. It comes with this shader that already looks sick, but if you put other shaders on it, it continues to like move. I don't know. I love when Destiny does stuff like that. I think it's so cool looking. Sitting, you're just gonna run all the way through another butthole through this whole looking like really cool looking area. Nothing you gotta stress about this time. No timer. Just enjoy it. Run through here. Sorry if this looks super weird. I tried to speed it up, but it kind of looks like a mess. But yeah. So run up through there, and then you're gonna find the boss room. It's a really cool looking boss room, and for it being such a cool looking room and the whole thing looking so cool, I would think the boss wouldn't look so much like a crab. He's kind of cool, but I don't really think he's that cool of a guy. Here, I was just coming up to go see him. I totally messed up our whole team, but it was fine. But yeah, let me explain how this works. So just like the other few rooms, you're going to want to have people that are going to do the chain link connecting again, and you're going to have people ad clearing, and then in my position here, you're going to want to have a sniper. No matter what, you're going to pretty much want a sniper because you want to shoot his chest and get his hatred. Getting his hatred makes it so that nobody can like attack you. Or no, sorry. It makes it so he doesn't attack anybody else. You gotta get his focus, and then you just gotta run from him. He'll chase you down, but most of the time you'll survive. It's not too bad. I almost died here, but yeah. Once your runners finish connecting them, you're gonna run to any spot. We chose this one spot just because it's nice, and then you just put as much damage into him as you can. A lot of the time you can one phase them. We didn't do it, but you really could one phase them if you got a decent team. But if you don't, like we didn't, you're pretty much going to want to do the same thing. If you're in the sniper position like I was, this time when you hit his shoulders, you're going to want to call out what color the second shoulder pops out as. Here I shot his shoulder, and then I popped that one. It was blue and white. Like I didn't, it was like light blue, white, blue. Your team will get it. And then the runners will use that information to finish their running. At the same time, you're going to want to keep getting his hatred so your teammates don't die. And then you're going to do your final shooting. Kill him. I missed my tether, of course I did. Oh, kinda, but whatever. You're gonna want to damage him, and he has that weird little 1/8 bar again, so that's just a final stand. Make sure you just put everything you got into him. I don't actually know what happens if you don't kill him during that, because that hasn't happened to me yet, but it's pretty simple to kill him once he gets there. And then once you kill him, you did it. You beat the whole thing. So yeah, it's not too difficult. Make sure you say GG to your teammates. They helped you out, remember. But yeah, you get some triumphs, especially if it's the first time you've done it. That was the first time I ever did it. If you run over here, you'll grab the chest. I don't actually remember what I got. I think I got another helmet. Because, you know, for whatever reason, I just get the same loot every single time I do. Yeah, I got another helmet. I did get the sidearm though, so I can't complain too much. There is a raid exotic that's a shotgun that I've heard is really good. So yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, let me know in the comments. I want to make sure I got it right. If I didn't get it right, let me know. I can update it in the future. And yeah, if liking and subscribing, that helps me out a ton. And yeah, hope you guys have fun playing the game. See ya.